Hello, and thanks for taking the time to review the PS product demonstration of Document Orientation Corrector. Document Orientation Corrector is a really powerful but simple PS component that will correct the orientation of any scanned or captured document in an AutoStore workflow. So that means if you have any documents that are skewed to the left or skewed to the right, or a document that has been scanned even upside down, Document Orientation Corrector will take that document, perform OCR on the document to determine the line geometry, and correct the orientation. So in my AutoStore configuration here, I have a pretty basic workflow with Document Orientation Corrector included. I have Auto Capture, which will allow me to capture documents from my desktop. I have Document Orientation Corrector, which will process the document, and then I have Send to Folder, which will send the processed documents to a predefined folder on my C drive. So if you go into the configuration of Document Orientation Corrector, you'll notice that it's really simple. The only option you have is to either activate or deactivate the component. And obviously when you click the activate button and hit OK, the component will be active in your configuration. The help file is also useful because it shows you the supported file formats of this particular component. So that's important to note when you're processing documents. Also, again, another thing to remember is that this component will use a OCR thread when processing. So therefore, if you have purchased one OCR license, it's important to know that this component will use that particular license when processing. So just something to think about when you're configuring your AutoStore server in your environment. So to test Document Orientation Corrector, I have a few documents on my desktop that I'm going to process. And you'll notice that each document is skewed in a particular orientation. So this document is skewed to the right. I have another document here that is skewed, that is completely upside down. And then I have another document that's skewed to the left. I also have here a handwritten document that is skewed to the right, and you'll see how Document Orientation Corrector handles this particular document after I process. I also have a multi-page TIFF that has multiple pages that are skewed in various ways. So what I'm going to do is highlight all my documents and send them through my AutoStore workflow. I've already created an AutoStore action called Fix Orientation. And once I send the documents through the workflow, I can open the status monitor to, in real time, view the processing of those particular documents. So you'll notice here that at this point, my server has captured the documents through Auto Capture. It is now processing them in Document Orientation Corrector. And if you'll notice in the logs, you'll see that Document Orientation Corrector will open each individual page in the PDF, perform OCR, and correct the orientation. And you'll also notice that it will open each page in a multi-page TIFF and correct the orientation of each page. So we're almost done processing here, and I think at this point I should be able to go to my output folder and see the output. The first thing you'll notice is that the word _DONE is appended to the file name. You'll also notice that Document Orientation Corrector only supports output in TIFF. So if I open my documents, you'll see that the orientation is corrected for every document. You'll also notice that for the handwritten document, because I wasn't able to determine the line geometry from this very sloppily written handwritten form, it did not correct the orientation. So it left it in its original format. And you'll also notice in the multi-page TIFF that every page in the TIFF has the correct orientation. Thanks for your time today. And if you require further information on the PS customization you've seen today, you can download a copy of the PS catalog from the NSI website. You may also contact your NSI Regional Sales Point of Contact to request a quotation for PS products and services. Thank you.